What's going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 88 of Gotta Watch 'Em All, the podcast bringing together trainers from every corner of Pokemon fandom before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back at episode 1. But today we're going to be watching episode 88, Bye Bye Psyduck. Gotta Watch 'Em All is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Saturday, April 4th, 2020. I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, how are you? Hi.
I'm a little confused.
Why? Psyduck?
Psyduck.
Was that Psyduck's
We're doing
fault?
Psyduck.
Just blame it on Psyduck. Always blame Psyduck. He's always messing everything up.
Exactly.
But all right, on today's show, we got a couple things to talk about here today. After we recorded last week, I ended up putting a little bumper at the top of the show because we had recorded and we talked about how the Play Pokemon Championship Series for 2020, there was, was kind of postponing things and points and all that good stuff. And since recording, they canceled everything. So the whole season's been canceled. So we'll talk about the details and what this means for competitors and for the rest of the season or lack thereof and how that'll affect the 2021 season. That being said, now is a fantastic time to get into the Pokemon trading card game online, PTCGO. Adam's going to take us through what to expect. If you're new to the game, if you're experienced, I think this is a perfect time to jump in. There's no excuse. You're probably home, so it's free.
There's literally no excuse.
There you go.
You should at least pick it up, try to learn it, say you've got that under your belt.
Yeah, we'll get there.
And if you like it, good.
Pokemon Go is making continued efforts to develop their at-home gameplay. We're going to kind of talk about what Niantic has done to adapt their real-world outdoor exploration exercise game to at-home life. And I think they're doing a great job. So we'll break all that down. And then finally, Rebel Clash, the latest TCG expansion, was set to release on May 1st. But now that pre-releases can't happen because everything has been canceled, they're making some adjustments there as well. So we'll talk about all that before watching along with episode 88, Bye Bye Psyduck. All right, let's start with the 2020 Play Pokemon series. So like I was saying, last week we talked about everything being postponed, pre-releases, mid-season regionals, or mid-season championships, regionals, all that, everything was kind of like postponed.
Even leagues,
which local
is like
stuff.
The lowest on the totem pole.
Right. And a couple days ago, just after recording last week, they actually put a full, complete statement out saying the following, and I'll quote them. It said, quote, "The safety and well-being of our competitors, organizers, employees, local communities, and partners continues to be our top priority and is the primary consideration with every decision we make. After careful review and pursuant to guidelines set forth by local, regional, and national health authorities, as well as the World Health Organization, Public Health, England, and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, we have made the difficult decision to cancel the 2020 North American International Championships, which were going to be in June in Ohio, and the 2020 Pokemon World Championships, scheduled for August in London." So pretty much the whole season is a wrap. They're canceling everything.
That's heavy. Yeah, even if they get any of this stuff back online, I think the only thing they would allow is like league challenges and league cups. Anything more than that, I don't think they would even like try.
Well, this is how it's going to work. So the 2020 World Championships were going to be in London. So they've already said the 2021 championships will still be in London, and they're going to do it even bigger and better. So that's good. Clearly, this is an unprecedented scenario. The championships have been running since 2004, and they haven't missed a year in 16 years until now. So this is new territory. They're really doing what they need to do to adapt to the current situation. And this is for competitors, even Adam yourself, that have won championship points. The good news is that they will roll over to the 2021 season. So if you have any points under your belt already from the 2020 season, they're not going away. It's just going to roll over to the 2021 season, which is really good, really important, because there's been a lot of events already. So,
Right.
people really worked hard.
It stinks because it's like, I don't know, like they obviously, like, they don't know any, all the information. Nobody knows what's going on. So they don't know if there will be any more events in the 2020 season to be added to your 2020 points. So therefore, I don't know how they're going to make the world's point structure work for next year.
Yeah.
It's like a toss-up. I hope that it's the same. That way here, if like, you work so hard to get to where you were, and you knowing that all you needed was like a league challenge win to basically net you your world's invite, you could relax a little bit. And now it's like, oh, well, 2021, hopefully they're not like, you need 800 points.
Right,
something out of reach. I hope either they lower it or
there's definitely not going to be any
same.
other events for 2020. The 2020 is a wrap. So like you're saying, the real question is, are they going to up the minimum point requirement to get your Worlds invite next year, which would mean that you still have to play through your full 2021 season to get, with a normal like sliding scale to get you there? Or, like you said, will the points that you have now kind of give you a little cushion and give you a head start on the road to, getting there? So now this was interesting too, though, because you got to remember, at Worlds last year with the DC Open that you played in, that was like an early jump start on the 2020 season. So,
right.
I don't know. I'd imagine that they're going to have to raise the point level cap a bit. Otherwise, there's just going to be so many more people getting invites, unless that's their plan too. Who knows? It's going to be interesting to follow.
See, that's the thing. And then it can be this crazy massive Worlds that they've never had before.
Well, they did say they're doing it bigger and better, so maybe that's the case. That'd be wild.
I would like to see that.
Yeah. I mentioned at the top of the show, a lot of us are home now. This is a perfect opportunity to get into the trading card game online. It's free. It's very, very accessible. Adam, why don't you talk about this a little bit? I know that you've been playing a lot lately. I got to get my butt back into the game. And, but, why don't you walk us through kind of the basics of how it works and what you recommend for new people that have never played the game before? This has got to be a good time to jump in.
It's an absolute perfect time. So right now, they put out like a little press release thing. If you have PTCGO, you can kind of like click the link through it. But this is coming from Pokemon.com. They say, now's a great time to battle in the Pokemon trading card game online. Throughout April 2020, players can earn a special weekly login bonus that includes digital booster packs and trainer tokens. Plus, you'll earn double the usual trainer tokens from daily versus rewards.
That's legit.
So what this means is the more you play, the more you get. Even if you lose, you're still pushing your way through the rankings, like the little leaderboard at the bottom, which is what gets you the packs, what gets you the extra items, the coins, the tickets. But PTCGO is so easy to pick up as far as, you log in, create an account. They kind of have a basic structure deck that they kind of work you with. They work you with through all the rules. And it pretty much will always pop up with something like, oh, did you want to attach an energy before you end your turn?
Yes.
Did you want to play a supporter?
Little like hints.
So it walks you through everything until you're comfortable enough to click, don't show me this again. Which is amazing. Well, so it basically holds your hand.
Yeah.
Until you're ready.
Well, that's the thing. When you're playing the physical card games, it's like even when I was trying to get my son into it, right? He loved playing the game, but I would constantly have to remind him, like, dude, did you draw? Or did you play an energy? Or you can't attack yet? Things like that. The TCGO takes the guesswork out of that stuff. And,
exactly.
Will help you remember what the mechanics are, will help you remember that you can't play a supporter in round one, will help you, say like, okay, I can or cannot attack, or what a stadium does, or, apply your ability correctly. Like it really takes the guesswork out of a lot of things that are very easy to overlook or pass up in the physical game. So it really makes a lot of sense, especially with these extra bonuses. And if some of the bonuses are going to be actual boosters themselves, that's fantastic, because not only do you get double tokens to get boosters through the ladder, but you have a chance of getting a booster just for logging in.
Exactly. And so that's like, they're on like little streaks. And so you get the coins, and you can use the coins to purchase packs in the shop. And with those packs, you can trade those cards.
Yes.
Which is wicked cool. There is the packs you earn through your rewards, but those cards that you get out of those packs, you cannot trade. So it's like very important to get these coins, to get these extra, benefits now, so you can purchase cards that you're allowed to trade. And then if you do want to get into the PTCGO, I would go for, if you're buying physical cards right now, or you're able to get some codes, and you have Sword and Shield TCGO codes that are in, and you haven't opened them in TCGO, those are like super high value. Like one of those I traded for a Palkia GX I needed. I traded just a pack for like 2 hollow Toxicroaks from Sword and Shield. So you can leverage your packs to what you want. So if you know what you want to build and you just haven't jumped into the game, just have a bunch of Sword and Shield codes ready, and you basically can just use those as money to trade and barter.
Yeah, there's a complete economy in there. There's a complete marketplace. Trading is very, very easy and accessible. And like Adam was saying, the unopened packs, the code cards that come with, your physical packs that you buy, will
hopefully you're not throwing them away.
Yeah, don't throw them away. Yeah, they have a great value in the TCGO. And this would be my like kind of timeline recommendation if you're thinking about getting into it. Turn the thing on, register, do the tutorial. It walks you through. It's very handholdy, but you're going to need it at first. Get into that. Then once you get the handle on the mechanics, there's 2 things you can do. You could say, hey, I want to go to the store and buy a structure deck that I can just enter the code, have my deck, and be off to the races. That's a very easy and accessible way to do it. If you want to go the competitive route or play a little bit more custom, look online, even on Pokemon.com, find a recipe for a deck. Find a deck list, figure out what cards you would need, and then, hunt those specific cards. And once you know exactly what you're looking for, that's when having those code cards to trade away will make things a little bit more focused. Say, oh man, I need, 4 Palkias. I can now trade my Sun and Moon code card for one of the Palkias that I need. And then that makes it a little bit easier to fill out your list. And what's cool is you can pick your cards, build out your list, and it'll show you what you need and what you don't have. Like, it's very, very cool. The interface is phenomenal and very, very accessible.
Yeah, and you can export the deck list, so you can like take that to a tournament with you.
Right.
You can change, and there's little tiny things for your avatar. Like I have like a Pikachu tail and like a Pikachu headband. You can get tons of cool items from various code cards, and you can trade those as well. So you can trade things for your avatar figure. You can unlock coins and deck sleeves.
Yeah, sleeves.
Usually with like if you bought a Worlds deck, that code will unlock that deck, but it'll also unlock, or I think it just unlocks the sleeves and the coin for the Worlds.
But it's cool. It's
but
custom.
There's so much you can do, and when somebody has like a Worlds championship like deck sleeve, you're like, ooh, it's going to be a tough match. That's usually
cred.
What it means. 9 times out of 10, that's what it means.
No, but it is a good time. We got to start getting some game nights in, Adam. I mean, we've been dragging our feet, for far too long on this. Even if it's with structured decks, just to get it in. You know what I mean? Like, I remember last time it was
definitely.
I was trying to build this Volcanion deck out, and it was like by the time I finally had the deck built and had everything I needed, it went out of format, and I was like, ah. So yeah, we got to start playing. I'm having that itch lately.
I'm right there with you.
All right, cool.
Because I've just, today was a limitless TCGO tournament. Interfaces and stuff, everything got wonky. They had to postpone it until next weekend. So that's kind of exciting. But I did play 2 rounds. I won one and lost the other. And then the servers crashed. So they postponed it to next weekend. But stuff like that, if you can learn this game in a week and jump on, you can join a tournament if you want. And there's also pickup tournaments too. And that's just 8 people go in and the winner gets I think 4 packs. So you can play your tutorials and stuff, get tickets, and then use those tickets for the tournaments. And you win that tournament, boom, you got even more packs. So there's so much fun stuff you can do.
Yeah, and bonuses are always good. So daily login bonuses, I mean, that's it's worth just doing that just so you can, build up a little inventory just because you're getting bonuses just for logging in.
Yep. And it's available for tablets and computers, obviously. I wish they would let us have it on our phones, but I understand there's just too many small pieces that you can't just fit on a small screen.
I know, but it would be cool. It would be cool. That'd be a game
We're
changer.
Getting there, though. We're getting there.
You need to bring it to Switch.
Phone-wise.
Imagine that.
Oh, my God.
Imagine that. Ah! That'd be so awesome.
They've got to be working on something like that. They have to be. That'd be
sick.
Yeah. All right, Ken, talk to us about Pokemon Go before I lose my mind here.
Let's shift gears a little bit. So with everything that's going on in the world, and by the way, we hope everyone is safe, healthy, taking precautions, doing what they need to do, social distancing, shelter in place, staying at home, washing their hands, taking care of their families, themselves, their loved ones, their neighbors. This is a crazy time. So Pokemon Go is taking significant precautions here, and they're adapting their core philosophies. So Pokemon Go has always been about exploration, nature, being outside, exercising, that whole thing. So with this crisis, they've kind of had to revisit their core philosophies and figure out a way to keep their game viable in a time when people can't go out and exercise and explore like they should or like they could. So John Hanke, the CEO of Niantic Labs, put a blog post together on NianticLabs.com and started to detail what they've done. And, we've talked about different things they're doing with, taking raid nights away or giving us, items for really, just a Pokecoin for, 100 Pokeballs or things like that. Incense lasts an hour, eggs are half distance, like that kind of stuff. But what John Hanke said was these are the core mechanics of the game, not just these little extras. And so this was really exciting, and, this is going to definitely change the landscape of Pokemon Go going forward. So I'll read a little excerpt from the blog post itself and then, dip my toes into what they're going to be doing in the future. So check this out. He writes, quote, "We created Niantic with a mission to help people get outside, exercise, and explore the world with the ultimate goal of helping people connect with others. Today, we support a global community of hundreds of millions of people who look to our games for regular entertainment and an opportunity to get outside and connect with friends. We have always believed our games could include elements of indoor play that complement the outdoor exercise and explore DNA of what we build. Now is the time for us to prioritize this work with the key challenge of making playing indoors as exciting and innovative as our outdoor gameplay," end quote. So pretty much what they're saying is, we've always known that you could play this game inside. We've always wanted to get people outside, but now we need to shift our gears and figure out a way to make it fun and innovative for that indoor play. So they detail, and I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but they do detail in the blog post 4 tentpole things of their mechanics that they're going to be changing, and I'll kind of summarize them really quick here. So the first thing they mentioned was exercise. And ultimately, they're going to be making updates to Adventure Sync, which tracks your distance in the game. Distance, again, controlling things like hatching eggs, finding Pokemon even, and, playing matches in Go Battle League. They're going to be making updates to Adventure Sync for it to be easier to track smaller distances. So the distance you'll be walking in your house when you're doing chores, or if you're on a treadmill, or, just walking on your property. So I don't know how they're going to achieve this. I don't know if there's going to be a fundamental change in the way the health kit on your phone interacts with Pokemon Go, or they're just going to be making more server requests, more pings to the health kit to get, more accurate data. Either way, that's exciting. Then the next one is social. It said the long and short of it is rating from home is coming. This is a huge deal. This is a huge deal. Because
everyone's excited for this.
Because getting out there and raiding is the most popular community aspect of this game. That's what's getting people together. That's what's getting people out and organized and building their communities. So they have a tightrope here to walk for a few reasons. They got to figure out how to do this without destroying the communities that have been built up over years. Because why would people need to have real-life communities if they could just do it from home? Then they have to take into consideration, is this going to be an evergreen-style update? If they add remote rating, could this ever revert back to not having it? I don't think they can. So they got to figure out a way how to make this, have a long game here. But the exciting part is remote rating is coming to the game. I'm very excited about it. The next tenant, exploration. And this one is probably the furthest one from my mind right now as far as understanding what they can do. But he details how trainers will be able to virtually visit locations and share memories from those locations with other trainers. So I have absolutely no idea what this could mean, but maybe, I don't know. Like anything I say on this would just be grossly inappropriate speculation. Listen to Lured Up, our Pokemon Go show. I'm fine inappropriately speculating over there. We go off the end, put on tinfoil hats and all that good stuff over there. But I just don't know how they're going to pull this off, but it's very intriguing. And then finally, live events. And Pokemon Go is all about live events. Safari zones, Go Fests. They had Go Fest on 3 different continents last year. Safari zones all over the world. All those live events.
And they've already had to change those to adapt.
Yeah, so they're all gone.
Already.
So they promise that they're going to be making these live events more engaging and able to play from home, but still have some kind of community aspect to it. So it'll be very interesting to see how this works. GoFest is a big deal. It brings millions of dollars of revenue to the towns and cities that they host in. So this is a major blow to tourism and the economy. So it's going to be interesting to see how they adapt the game. But the interesting thing of this is through all this, Niantic's revenue has gone up, which means that even though people aren't getting out there and playing, they're still playing a game from home, spending more than they normally would if they were out there in the real world. Very awesome. Very, very incredibly awesome. So exciting stuff coming to Pokemon Go. Like Adam, we just did Safari Zone St. Louis, but it wasn't in St. Louis. We did it from our own town because they canceled it. So that was the consolation. They activated the spawns locally, and we were able to do that in our own backyard. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very optimistic of the future, and it's just going to be interesting to see how they adapt this once the world normalizes itself. Once things go back to normal with this health crisis, how will the game behave? Are they going to keep all this stuff in there? We already know that, being able to do remote battles normally is an ultra friend thing, 30 days of friendship interaction. That's been cut down to 1 day's worth of friendship interaction. Doing a set of 5 Go Battle League battles usually requires 3 kilometers of walking. They've lifted that completely. It requires 0 kilometers of walking now. We have dates for those 2 things that I just said that are reverting back to normal. April 13th on the walking thing and May 1st on the friendship thing. I just don't know how they're going to allow us to virtually visit places, and I have no idea how remote rating is going to work, but I'm very, very excited to figure it out. What are you most excited for on this list? Is it the remote rating?
Honestly, it's updates to Adventure Sync.
Really?
I really enjoy being rewarded for like moving. And I feel that sometimes I even put on my watch because I know that it helps track my distance a little bit better. And it's like, I know I can't go outside, so I'm like making sure I wear my watch, and I'm, walking back and forth. And it's like, I know I'm definitely almost hatching my 5K because it's only 2.5 kilometers versus the normal 5, because everything's half hatch distance with everything that's going on. And I'm like, how does it taking me all day to do this?
Yeah.
I just don't understand. So I'm really optimistic for that.
Well, that's cool. And you work in retail, so
I mean, everything excites me, but that's probably my most exciting thing, because like it would be nice to, I try to take a walk every day down to the end of my road and come back just so I can hit my Pokestop for the just to keep my streaks up. But it's like every time I walk down there, I'm pretty much almost guaranteed my egg to hatch.
Right.
As long as it's a 2 or a 5K. Anything more than that, I've got to do it a couple times. But
yeah, I put in
being outside is.
I've been walking a lot. I mean, I've
short.
been going to the beach. It's like a ghost town. So I've been, I've been able to keep a 500-foot socially distant bubble around myself. So I've been doing a lot of walking, in the beach and just in, around the blocks, and it's worked out fine. I'm still getting my exercise in, so it's all good. But Adam, I know you said that everything excites you, but I know what really excites you, and that's cardboard.
Ugh, don't get me started.
I want to get you started.
Well,
I need to get you started so you can discuss Rebel Clash.
So I'm so excited for Rebel Clash. There's so many cool cards in this set. There's, I think, over 190 new cards. There's like 15 V cards and 7 V Max cards. I believe we talked about that last week, or if not, the week before that. But there's a ton of new cards coming, and the set's to be released on May 1st. Pre-releases usually take place a week or two prior, but everything's been canceled. Pre-releases included. So they will have them able to be picked up from like your local shop on April 18th. So if your local shop has like a pickup, or being able to ship them to you, or someone that can send it to you or whatever, definitely get them on April 18th, because that's when they should be available. Your local retailer should have them, but your local ones, your local shops, ones that hold pre-releases. So
yeah,
get in contact with them.
Your GameStops, your Best Buys, your Targets that may carry these build and battle boxes, they're not going to get them early because they are not hosting the pre-releases. It really is going to be your mom and pop brick and mortar stores that get them. So, hopefully those stores are still open in some capacity where you'll be able to, like Adam was saying, do a curbside pickup or shipping thing.
And so with these build and battle boxes, they do show you on Pokemon.com the 4 promos that we were going to be getting. The first one is Flapple. Second one is Luxray. Then we've got Colossal and Garbodor. So I'm just going to quickly run through all these. Flapple, I talked about it in special conditions this week. Basically, once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you place damage counters in this way, shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it back into your deck. Amazing. Because it basically is like a hit and run. So you could have this active, put damage counters down, and then put a Clefairy doll or a Poké doll. And that's just like a trainer card with 30 HP that is played as a trainer card, but it's technically a Pokemon, so it goes onto your bench. They don't get a prize if it gets knocked out. So you could just do damage, and have poison or special conditions going down. So you could be like, oh, I'll poison you. I think this is going to work pretty well with another pre-release promo, Garbodor. In the TCG, if you're not familiar, Garbodor has had like ability blocking or just massive attacks for most of its life. And this one is no different. It has an ability called Poisonous Puddle. Once during your turn, if there's a stadium card in play, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned. So you don't even have to attack. You just have to use that ability. Oh, wow. From Sword and Shield, there's a Toxicroak that says, place 2 additional damage counters on your opponent's poison Pokemon during the checkup phase. So, hypothetically, you've got the Flapple in the active, you've got a bench Clefairy Doll, you've got a bench Garbodor, and you've got a benched Toxicroak. You poison them with the Garbodor, then you use Flapple, goes into the deck, bring up Clefairy Doll. They're poisoned. They take 3 damage counters, plus you just put 2, and you just can completely, rinse and repeat. Or if you don't like Clefairy Doll from Sword and Shield, there's a Quillfish that when your opponent's Pokemon attacks it, they get poisoned. And then if they are poisoned, it does 60 plus 10. Or 10 plus 60.
That's awesome.
Wild. I am so excited about this set because of this Garbodor and the Flapple.
Yeah.
I'm just a huge Special Conditions fan, so, did a whole show called it. So.
And I got to pick a set here because as far as collecting is concerned, I've kind of taken a step back from collecting where I would, sometimes go to complete a whole set and, lose my mind along the way and all my money. But I would, I've been pretty consistently, I'll just pick up an Elite Trainer box and call it a day. But, I'm feeling that itch and that burn again, like where I really got to pick a set that I want to dig into so I could buy a bunch of cards and try to fill it out. And I don't know which one it's going to be.
Sword and Shield's a good place to start.
I know, right? I don't know.
And these ones, you're inside, you don't have anything else to do except for order and then open up a box.
It's dangerous, dude. Amazon is a dangerous thing.
No, I know. And just to quickly go over the other two, we've got Luxray. It's a stage 2. Basically, when you evolve it for 1 energy, it does 60. But if you evolve it from a Luxio, it does 100 more damage. So if you can evolve it that turn, 1 energy will do 160. Not the greatest. It's a big attack, but there's so many more electric Pokemon that are better than Luxray and faster. So it's kind of like sad. Oh. And then you've got another stage, and then you've got another stage 2, Colossal. It has an ability called Tar Generator. Once during your turn, you may attach a fire energy or a fighting energy, or one of each from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like.
That's solid.
That's really good. That's going to be useful with a fire fighting deck. This is the big thing that you evolve into, and then you put it on basics.
Sure.
So I think they're all viable, but I think Flapple and Garbodor are going to be the most seen, followed by Colossal and then Luxray. So if you get Luxray, I'm sorry. If you get Flapple or Garbodor, trade them to me. And if you get Colossal, that's not bad.
Yeah, and these build-in battle boxes, they come with 4 boosters, one of these promos, and it's like a foil stamped promo, really nice looking, an energy pack, and also this evolution pack. I think it's like 23 cards or something like that, right? Of stage 1 and stage 2 Pokemon to help you just flesh out a deck with whatever else you're getting from your 4 boosters. So usually $20, support local stores, see if you can get it.
Definitely. And these are just awesome boxes to buy. They really are. Go for it. And they also come with a TCGO code.
There you
which
go.
Unlocks the build and battle box in your game. So it's a great way to start.
Yep.
And it's in April, so you'll get all the bonuses.
Ah, yes, good call. Double up, double dip. All right, Adam, that's the front of the show. I think we're ready to take a little break and get our Amazon Prime queued up so we can watch some cartoons. What do you think?
I think that's the best idea.
All right, everyone.
You've had all night.
All right, everyone, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will watch our episode Bye Cyan. We'll be back right after this. And we are back from our break. Thanks so much for that. How was that break for you, Adam? Was it good?
It was good. I was thinking about all the poison Pokemon in my future. Or all the Pokemon I'm going to be poisoning in the future, that's all.
There you go. There you go. All right, everyone, really quick, before we get into the back half of the show, a little housekeeping. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. Now, $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there's still a couple other ways you can help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. All right, let's get into our episode, Adam. This is going to be Pokemon the Series Episode 88, Bye Bye Psyduck. Now, this info coming from Bulbapedia.net. This is kind of an interesting one. As of right now, we're 2 episodes behind the Japanese lineup due to, some things getting censored, some things getting removed. This is actually 3 episodes ahead now in the Japanese lineup. So the actual episode that was supposed to be here is called Stage Fight. That episode was pulled from the US lineup due to the depiction of Jinx. And one of the previous episodes was also pulled because of the way Jinx was depicted. They actually changed the colorway, to having purple, a purple face on Jinx. The originally had a black face. It was kind of racist. They pulled it. So in Stage Fight episode 90 in the Japanese lineup, Jinx was in that in blackface. So they pulled it. So that episode should have been here, but they skipped it. So now we're going to be 3 episodes behind. So this is going to be in Japan. This originally released as on April 8th, 1999 as episode 91. In the US, this aired February 26th, 2000, and is now episode 88 in the lineup. And also, this is Adventures in the Orange Islands per the Amazon series, episode 36. So it's end of the 3rd little kind of partition. On Amazon, they have everything broken out into 12 episode little buckets. So this is the last episode of bucket 3 in the Amazon lineup. But other than that, Adam, I think we are ready to go here if you're all set.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. We're going to start this up in 3, 2, 1, go. So it was funny because one of our past episodes of the podcast, we push our podcast to YouTube just for, make it easy to share and all that good stuff. We got claimed for copyright because of the theme song in the beginning, which out of, you would think that the original season 1 anime song, the actual, like, Who Wants to Be the Very Best, that whole thing, that would get us claimed, and it never did. But this song, yeah. So we got to talk a lot during the intro song, so it does. They don't hear it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Blah
They'll
blah.
be like,
blah.
"Oh man, Giovanni."
But no, it's
again.
Pokemon. It's growing on me,
and we
man.
like Pokemon.
It's growing on me. Song.
Yeah, this song is actually fantastic. I like it more than the original.
I said it. That might be a little blasphemy, though.
I said it. No, I like this one more.
Wow.
As long as we don't get copyrighted, I like this one more.
Our heroes are headed back to Palatown to bring Professor Oak the mysterious GS ball.
Okay.
But they're stopped for a little relaxation.
They at least mention the GS ball right off the start. They say, look, they're going to have, they're on their way back to Palatown, but they're making another pit stop.
Yeah, they're like, we didn't forget about it. Relax. We heard you in the Kabuto episode.
Psyduck being Psyduck, of course. That's the best.
Oh my god. Bye-bye, Psyduck. You immediately think it's dead. It died.
What's wrong?
Huh?
What's the matter, Pikachu?
Say what now?
Psyduck is dead. That's what's wrong.
You're right, Tracy.
At least they're letting... Look how happy Togepi is.
It's awfully quiet today.
So, If you had a Tentacruel, wouldn't you just let your Tentacruel do your fishing for you?
Yes.
No sign of Psyduck?
I mean, I
Like,
know
how
I would.
how far did Psyduck like go out to sea?
Don't feel bad.
Like,
You all did the best you
none of the
could.
water
Travelers,
Pokemon
take a
found it?
rest.
Like, what?
Besides, it can't be this easy to get rid
Well,
of
it probably
Psyduck.
sank to the bottom and just started walking in a direction.
Well, this
It's
sure
the
is
only
a
thing
big
I can
switch,
think of.
Misty. Since when did you start worrying so much about Psyduck? What?
She loves Psyduck. She knows it.
It's love.
She does.
I think you hide your feelings. I think Psyduck is your favorite.
Tracy calling her out.
No way.
This whole episode is legit just
You wouldn't be looking for this, would you?
calling each other out. It's so good. Oh,
What?
look at its tail.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
for
what's up with that
Psyduck
tail?
for me. These are my friends Ash and Tracy. My name's Misty.
Right, they put a huge emphasis on it, and it's like,
I'm not sure, but from the way its tail's glowing, I'd say your Psyduck's getting ready to evolve. Evolve? A Pokemon trainer told me.
So
She
like
said sometimes before they evolve, a Psyduck's tail starts to glow pink.
Now-
just like this is.
that's pretty wild because like I've never heard of that before. And two, is Psyduck the only Pokemon that has this kind of phenomenon, you know, like with a body part glowing?
Psyduck, Golduck is very adept at using its web hands and
while
feet,
Slowpoke puts its tail in the
making
water
swimming Pokemon a
Yeah,
to
just
attract a
glow.
shelter,
Golduck sounds like a
to evolve
really
into
cool
Slowbro.
Pokemon, huh, Misty?
But
Golduck is
glowing?
my very
I don't know.
favorite Pokemon.
You sound like you really know a lot about water Pokemon.
you like water
Marina.
Pokemon?
Well,
I
that's
like
because
water
I'm a
Pokemon.
trainer and I specialize in training water Pokemon.
Really? Me too. Me too.
This is honestly
I love how they animate that.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I know.
I love the way they waddle. Oh my gosh.
I guess they like talking about water Pokemon.
And we've never seen like Misty get all like
Say that's true.
truly girly. And this is like her
Yeah.
fangirling over each other. It's actually wicked cute.
I make all my lures too. And this is
Look at my Misty water bomber.
Maybe
Or my
someday
Misty
I'll catch
lure.
one of the legendary Pokemon.
So what are they saying? They're going fishing for lures? I mean, they're going fishing for Pokemon? Like they're trying
Yeah,
to hook a
they're trying
Golduck
to
or
get
something?
they want Dragonites. They want the dragon Pokemon that live in the sea. And it's like they have Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite all swimming in the ocean.
Wondering about that myself.
I'm like,
Let's watch and see how
I
she
know
gets herself
Dragonite does kind of come out of the water. There's that one episode he walks out of the water.
Godzilla mode.
if you really want,
Yeah,
you might be able to
but I didn't know
talk
he
to
lives
Tracy
in the
for your
water. I
trainer.
mean, how do you fish for a
How
Dragonite?
do you say?
It's
I
weird.
don't think so. But Misty, why don't we have a Pokemon battle to see which one of us is the better trainer?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Marina.
I like how her name is Marina too.
Oh, look at all the tentacle.
No sign of those kids yet?
The pedal powered sub never gets old. I love the pedal powered sub. I also love that hair whip
mean-
right there.
Yeah, Jesse's hair.
We can't find Pikachu. Maybe we can find some
James is
fish
like,
down
I don't have hair that long to whip Meowth
Or
with.
at least someplace with an ice pack.
Will you be quiet? I'm sick of your complaining. I told you I'd find those
And they're
rats
always
and I
mad at
will.
each other.
Of course, because they're useless. So they gotta blame each other for being
How
useless.
about a 3-on-3 match? Okay.
Wow, an
I like how this match is kind of like
I want to make some sketches.
they're about to do the match, but they're like on separate rocks, like with water between them. It's almost like a natural little battlefield. It's cool.
I want to win this match, so I better start off with something really cool. So I choose you, Tentacruel.
And I'm gonna start off with a Pokemon that's as good as gold.
Psyduck.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this sequence.
Your Goldeen is such a sweetie.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, your Pokemon's cute. Oh my gosh, your Pokemon's cute.
Tentacruel, rap.
Well, it's like in a couple episodes ago when Ash was like fanboying with his buddy.
Yep.
Horn attack. No.
Is Horn Attack an actual move?
How to handle her Pokemon.
Yes. Yep. It's been a move since like the first card.
Don't bet on it, Misty. Tentacruel,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
play
first
game.
like Seeking had Horn Attack.
Look out!
Get some.
Perfect.
Misty really, you know, obviously, I mean, Cerulean City gym leader and all that good stuff, but like, she's been off her battle game for a long time. She hasn't really got much reps in.
Other type of Pokemon too.
I get it.
Not at all.
Tentpole is a water type and a poison type with abilities of both types.
So it has an advantage in battle. Goldeen, are you okay?
No, Goldeen is not okay.
Goldeen has the X's in its eyes. It's dead. Oh no, it just fainted. But yes, Jungle Set Seeking does have Horn Attack.
Most favorite Pokemon of
Nice.
all. And yours really sparkles, Misty. Do you think so? I'd like to keep starting.
I love that. It's so Japanese, the little trope there.
Great job. I'm so glad you like it. Are you doing
I just, it's like Ash is like, guys, start the game. Like, come on. And it's funny because they're both like tooting each other's horns. It's like, we just want to see a bedaddle. And this is cool how they animate Tentacruel.
Just in the music too. The music is amazing.
Marina, but it's too tough.
Yes.
But I'll start your swift attack. Nice work, Tentacruel.
And it's just like, he like melts.
He like,
It's so
yeah,
cool.
like deflated.
I think I'll use one of my Pokemon.
Yeah, baby, one of her strongest
Psyduck.
Pokemon, Psyduck.
Right? Psyduck with personality.
Yeah, I forgot how tough a Psyduck can be.
That rubbery Psyduck.
They're just totally ripping on Misty Psyduck.
Psyduck can be if you train it the right way. Staryu, water gun.
It's like, what are you trying to say? I don't train my Psyduck the right way?
Psyduck.
Well, let me use a water attack against your
Oh,
water
it's so
Pokemon.
cool.
And I like how they depict confusion as if their like Misty Staryu was actually confused, but it wasn't. It just used confusion to move the water to make Staryu think that it was shooting itself.
Yep, so cool.
A battle might be enough to make your Psyduck evolve, Misty.
Tracy's right. And Psyduck would become a gold duck. Yeah.
It's so messed up. Like, yeah, she has like secret love for Psyduck. You know what I mean? But like, she just wants it to evolve so she can really show off her love for Golduck.
Guess that one was.
Change. I love you, but change.
Great trainers make mistakes. Hey Ash, hurry up and throw me Psyduck's Pokeball.
There was nothing in that Pokeball. Come on.
Which one's Psyduck?
Ash, come on.
Just throw me my backpack and I'll find it. Okay. Here. Ah!
Oh boy.
Ash. Sorry,
Ash, you need to get your better on your baseball skills there.
What the?
Is that
First off,
way?
that's your bag right there.
A gold duck.
And where are all our Pokeballs? They would have all fallen out of the bag right now.
Wow, cutie.
Oh my god, I love the way that's animated. So cool. What did he
How
say?
many fingers does Golduck have?
It's Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. Yo, he dabbed.
Yeah, right? I said that when I was watching it. I was like, oh my god, he just dabbed.
Great gold duck. I've never seen a gold duck as fine as that one. Everybody used to yell and say all kinds of bad things about Psyduck, but nobody's gonna say bad things now.
She doesn't even really have confirmation that that's her Psyduck that evolved. She just found a Golduck.
I told you, it's love.
But look how
Obviously, Psyduck
personality
evolved from
he is
Misty
with,
because
like,
of
he's just
her
like,
backpack.
give you a thumbs up and a wink.
I just know we're gonna make a great team, Gold Ducky.
Like, as a Pokemon, does he know that,
Never seen before.
like, that's a thumbs up? Like, what?
Okay, Marina. Now let's battle and see.
I mean, if I was,
Well, I guess,
if you were
know,
Team Rocket,
'cause
what would you want more, the Golduck or the Tentacruel?
Go Psyduck. Confusion.
the Tentacruel, without hearing
Gold Duck, right that
Dexter
way.
from the Pokedex, Tentacruel. Because they got destroyed by Tentacruel, remember that?
Listens to me. Whirlpool. Gold Duck. Get out
Yeah,
of here
this whole sequence is really cool, and you know, for some reason, the animation looks like it's running at a higher frame rate. Like, it looks really good.
Yes.
What's that? Run for it.
Oh, a giant Magikarp, what?
Psyduck. Pikachu, Thunderbolt now.
Get him, Pikachu!
Pika, what's wrong?
That's not a Pokemon.
Meowth's like, I put an extra turtle wax coating on it. You can't do anything.
Oh, Team Rocket and their nets.
The nets always catch all the Pokemon.
Maybe it's easier to steal Pokemon if we don't recite the motto first.
Maybe so.
Hoist up the net and let's see our catch. Who's them?
We're a Pikachu and that's Surf Duck.
That's Surf Duck.
Are you okay?
The whole gang's in a tree.
It's like the loading screen, a new loading screen for Pokemon Go.
Has anyone seen my Crustle? Has anyone seen my Sudowoodo?
I'm so glad you're safe.
Marina, Team Rocket has your Psyduck and your Tentacruel.
Well, you better go get him, Marina.
Don't you worry, we'll get him back for you. Thanks for the offer, but I can get my Pokemon back myself.
Oh, snap. She's tough now.
Charmy! Go help them, Golduck.
Golduck, get in there.
Yo, Golduck is awesome.
He has. They have to make sure that everybody knows that he's the fastest water Pokemon that can swim.
Don't yell at me. This attack wasn't my idea.
Why, I don't understand why they would still be upset. They still caught 2 Pokemon. Be happy about it. There's your thumbs up.
And again, the wink and the thumb. Like,
He's got like Mewtwo level powers.
yeah, he's just holding the whole Magikarp ship like in
There's
the
the
air.
force.
The force is in his middle toenail.
The whole sub is destroyed, yet the net is perfectly safe.
Just hold it there.
Who are you? And what do you want?
We want you to prepare for
James,
trouble.
stop, or I'll say stop
And while
again.
you're at it, make it double.
To protect the world from devastation.
I was gonna say it's like the perfect segue to the motto.
In our nation,
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
to extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse,
Jimmy,
Team Rocket.
Butch
has offered
Cassidy.
the speed of light.
surrender now or prepare
Team
to
Rocket.
fight.
They're here.
Oh, that's right. I guess I was wrong about the motto.
You better give back those Pokemon. Ika!
Just let him have it, Ash. Come on, get in it.
I don't think we'd actually want to keep common Pokemon like these.
You mean I can have them?
And like,
Yes, and
where's
if you
Golduck? Why didn't he come back and like slice that open with his
Why do they
nails?
call
Like, come on.
Tentacruel a common?
Pikachu.
Meow,
Right?
it's a
That whole episode where Meowth was controlled by a Tentacruel,
There's no way you're getting Pikachu.
and they're just gonna be like, Tentacruel's nothing.
Yo,
Like, what?
Look at how mad Pikachu is.
Tentacruel and Psyduck will get shocked too.
Well, it seems like you have no choice.
You're getting a great bargain. 2 for you, Pikachu.
Tentacruel,
Just
Psyduck, try to
use
break out of
different
that maze.
Pokemon.
Yeah, where's your Bulbasaur? Vine Whip.
They both must be
And what is that
trying
net
to
made
pull
out
us
of?
Now they're too weak to get out. Then I'll just have to get them out myself. Marina!
We can't let you
I
do
love
that.
when trainers kind of get in the mix
Can't you see
and like
when
throw
they're
their own,
cheating?
caution to the
Now
wind.
back off.
Not until you give my Pokemon back.
Arbok, take care of her.
Well, there's some Pokemon, like, if I saw it, I'd be okay with trying to attack it.
Yeah, Golduck, Surf Duck to the rescue.
There it is.
Now's our chance. We can't let it get away.
It's like that Iron Man explosion in the background.
They walk
And
away.
it just
don't
he's like
look back.
walking. Yeah. Oh,
Oh boy! What?
looks like Arbok got blasted off again. He's using his third eye.
Dude, Golduck is like the most powerful Pokemon that Ash or Misty has ever encountered. By hands down.
We should have done this. Now the 3 of us are soaring. We're blasting off.
Ding! So long.
But
Done
what
for.
happened to my
Boom.
Tentacruel and Psyduck? Tentacruel, Psyduck.
It's such an epic movie moment. Dude, I'm telling you, Golduck is like the most powerful Pokemon they've dealt with.
Yep. I think that's probably why Mewtwo was the Who's That Pokemon, because it's on par with Mewtwo's abilities.
You know what? I didn't even think of that.
You saved the Pokemon. That was totally amazing.
God, all this art, all that art with Misty and the flowers in the background and everything looks so amazing.
No problem. That last attack Golduck used was really super awesome. It must have been a hyper beam.
It's a good thing Psyduck evolved.
It's a good thing that you didn't have to train your Pokemon to do anything. It just knows. It just knows.
Golduck, you're the best.
That looks like love to me.
I guess I would love the Pokemon too if it was as, wicked as Golduck.
We're gonna battle again. It's time to finish our Pokemon match, Marina.
And I like how Golduck's just right by her side, too. Just like, no questions asked. Just boom.
Let's win this. Fury swipes now.
Right, like no like remorse of like saying like, dude, when I was Psyduck, you like kicked me to the curb multiple times. I love the punch sound effects there. It's like,
Gonna be easy to beat.
Well, isn't that the sound a bubble makes when it goes really fast and hits you in the face?
I knew that one was coming.
Golduck, use that one attack that you destroyed Team Rocket with.
yeah, just hyper beam her down. Hyper beam to death. Boom!
Starmie. Yay! You did it, Golduck.
Dude, Golduck is hilarious.
And you did a great job. You're a great water.
Golduck has got all the moves.
Thanks, Marina.
He's
But I
got
was really
all of
lucky when
the,
Psyduck evolved
like,
when it did.
yeah, he's got
If
all the
it wasn't
moves.
for
He's got all
Golduck,
the,
I think
like, the
maybe
dance
you would've
moves
won.
and the Pokemon actual attack moves.
Awesome match.
If I was Misty right now, I'd be like, yo, I think I want to go for the gym challenge. Like, I think I want to go into the tournaments.
It's Psyduck.
Ha ha ha.
Oh no.
But my Psyduck's a Golduck now. No way, really? Hope to die. You're kidding. You're sure?
That's the best.
That Golduck isn't yours. It just likes to show off. For girls.
So it turns out
It's just a
that's
Pokemon
not her
version of
Golduck.
love.
She just disappears into the sand.
So
Oh.
fun. Dude, I love the way all these those little like cuts are animated. It's so good.
Pika pika.
Psyduck.
It sounds like it was resting.
I hope Pikachu is like, Psyduck, can you please evolve? You were much cooler as a
Maybe
Golduck.
now I'll get a Golduck anyway. You said Psyduck's glowing tail meant it was gonna evolve.
That wild Golduck sure had you fooled, huh, Misty?
You should be happy, Misty.
Misty's
This
so
proves you
upset,
really
and
are a
Psyduck's
great
so
water
confused.
Pokemon trainer. You're just saying that. You were using an evolved wild Pokemon.
You were using an evolved wild water Pokemon, yeah, because you didn't have to tell it to do anything. It was just doing it.
Impressive, Misty.
But I guess that means your last battle didn't count. Huh? How could that battle count if it wasn't even your Golduck?
Ash is always egging her on, dude. So funny.
Maybe I was wrong about the
Well,
love.
they both get on each other's nerves quite often, so that's the best. Psyduck just turns to look at the camera, and she's just freaking out, holding her head. Ugh.
Have another match with you.
Misty may not have gotten her Golduck, but she proved she's got the skills that could
She's
make
got
her
the
a
skills.
Pokemon master.
I don't know about any of that.
I just wish she took a Pokeball, the empty one that she threw into the water, picked it up, and then threw it at the Golduck. It clearly wanted to be on her side, and then decided not to be. Like, oh no, I see other girls. I gotta go be strong.
He was listening to her. That doesn't necessarily mean that he wants to be her Pokemon. I don't know.
Still,
Awesome episode though. I really loved it. I love the animation. I love that the focus was on Misty. I think that all the little cutscenes and little bumpers in between the attack segments and all that stuff, it was just animated so well. The music was phenomenal. Good stuff.
yep.
Good stuff. I really liked it. Really liked it.
And Golduck just is BA.
Yeah, no, he was amazing. I mean, seeing the Hyper Beam was totally awesome.
Right, and the way they animate it too, it's almost like it looked like a texture or like a
a
fabric,
yes,
if you will, but just animated. It looks so sweet.
But all right, Adam, you got a booster?
I got a booster.
All right, why don't you go for it?
It's a Sword and Shield booster. Do you have a booster?
I'm gonna go TCGO, man. I haven't been to the store. I haven't been doing it.
Well, I mean, I try to get some when I go grocery shopping, so I'm gonna go first. All right, I got a Psychic Energy, a Quillfish, a Pokekid, an Energy Search, a Wooloo, a Sobble, Pincurchin. I don't know. I've never heard that one. Blipbug, a Rhyhorn. My reverse holo is a Vulpix, and my rare is a Stonejourner. Just a regular rare though, not the VMAX or the V.
Okay, so I'm gonna open Sword and Shield here. Let's see what I got. Fire Energy, Sobble, Ferroseed, Diglett, Chinchou, Nickit, Sudowoodo, Pokegear 3.0, Hop. My reverse is a Reboot, and my rare is a Celebi V. Yeah, boy!
All right.
I'll take it.
Now we get something.
I'll take it. Awesome. All right, Adam, that's going to wrap up the show, man. We did it. We did it. Thank you to everyone for checking out the show. We really appreciate you sticking around. If you made it this far, we appreciate you. Definitely get in touch with us. Email us, info@gottawatchemall.com. You can send us a voicemail, text or picture to 732-835-8639. Connect with us on social media. We're Pokemon Professor Network pretty much everywhere. Links are always going to be in the description of where you can find us. Check out gottawatchemall.com for everything that's going on with the show, and PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on with the network.
Download PTCGO and play some.
Yes, do that. Remember, if you can't be out there catching them all, hang out with us and watch them all. We'll see everybody next week.